here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice gain by the offense.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Go!
They'll run it from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Makes the grab, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Red Hawks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Hawks!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now in motion. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense in a bunch formation. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fighting off the defender. Picks up the 1st down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Trying to move them on the counter. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Kim. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. In the red area, it's Bennett. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Kim. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Slithers into space. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep to the right. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Kim. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
The snap sets up to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Go straight ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Looking to pass. It's Kim. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. With the catch, it's Reynolds. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Breaks loose. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they have increased the degree of difficulty with the false start. It is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Kim. Bringing the heat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They get to him as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give out of the gun. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived and we head to the studio.
Eastern Michigan, 7. Number 38, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bennett. Finding some room. Touchdown, Eagles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jenkins. Push down for the tackle.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to take a shot. On target to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
The Red Hawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Kim. Snags it over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. That one will give them the lead. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the 2nd half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other.
Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
There's some room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He caught it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Touchdown, Redhawks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They go to the counter. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The short hands, it's Bennett. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. And the Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now,
Here's a little room there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Got the back over the middle. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Smashes through the tackle. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Eagles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Eagles land a counterpunch.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Kim. Fakes to grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. At the 20, he's got a little grass, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle, it's Jenkins.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to...
He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to get stops, playing totally different with energy, with passion. Palmer, it's a clinic from first half to second half to what this defense just did.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff, too, for the adjustments they were able to make at halftime and showing a couple of different looks here in the second half. But at the end of the day, it's about the Jimmys and the Joes on the field. Those guys were winning their one-on-one matchups defensively, shutting this offense out. And you're right, David, night and day, and that's why they're winning this game.